How are we getting on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We are back today with a new Sunday sessions video. If you guys are new to this series, it's basically where we choose a few pairs that we feel hold good potential for the coming week. We break down some of the analysis we have performed to give you guys a better understanding on how we are looking to tackle these markets. If you guys have any questions or queries with regards to the analysis I go through today, please leave them in the comments below. And if you do go on to enjoy this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. There's a few pairs that I'm going to go over in today's video. There's 5 pairs to be exact, so I'm going to quickly run through all 5 of those, giving you a brief understanding on my analysis, my bias, and the direction I feel the market is going to trade in this coming week. Now, as I've said, if there is anything you guys are unsure about, please leave them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to create an alternative video to give you guys a better understanding on my strategy or the things that I look out for in a market. But with all that being said, let's jump straight into today's Sunday sessions video. So what we're going to do is going to work our way backwards from the Great British Pound to the US dollar, right the way back to the US dollar to the Japanese yen. Okay, so with this pair, you can see that price has recently penetrated an area of demand. Since price has traded into this level of demand, we have seen price reject to the upside, breaking structure to the upside. As you can see, this was the last protected high within this bearish structure. The reason why is because this high here created the lowest low being the one that traded into the demand zone. Once price traded into the demand zone, enough demand was injected into the market, enough supply was removed. This is what gave us the break of structure to the upside and the flip in the S&D balance. From there, we have seen price pull back, trading us nicely into an area of demand, a fractal area of demand. This is allowing price to set its first higher low before continuing to set a new higher high. This is obviously the laws of bullishness, providing us with higher highs and higher lows in the market. We have a trade running at the moment, 115 pips, which is just short of 5 RR. So for every 1% that you're risking, you're looking at 5% returns. What are my thoughts moving forward? Well, this week, I want to see price trade up and into this supply zone. I want to see another flip, but to the downside. So I want to see price break structure to the downside, giving us the suggestion that price is now going to trade us lower. Once we are delivered with a break of structure to the downside, so a break in the last protected low, that is when I will be looking to take this market short. But until then, I'll be holding off and just seeing how price plays. If we break this area of supply and we start to see price trade above this, that would mean that this area of supply has been absorbed and the demand is still stronger and outweighing the supply. Therefore, I will be looking to take part in further long positions and I'll be looking for a break and retest. But that's my analysis for the Great British Pound to the US dollar. Okay, quickly touching base on Euro USD. This is a market that we are looking on the weekly and monthly time frames. So we are just waiting, really. There's an area here that's considered a fair value gap. There's a big gap in the market that I want to see price come down to clear before taking us higher. I am expecting longer term bullishness. However, at the moment, you can see that price is currently correcting itself to set that higher low before going on to set a new higher high. So as soon as we see price trade into this, as always, we want some kind of confirmation parameters to be met before we can look to go long. So a break of structure to the upside, just to ensure we've got valid confirmation to enter in on long positions. Very quick and brief analysis here for the Euro US dollar. There's nothing really to say because we are probably going to be waiting maybe another 2-3 weeks. I'm thinking price may trade up slightly, trading into this area of supply here. That will encourage price to trade lower, trade us into the area of demand. That's what will then shift us. So we're looking at maybe a week up until this point and then 2 weeks trading us down into the area of demand. So potential longs before some shorts, before longer term long positions. That's my insight and my thoughts for the Euro US dollar. Very quick, very brief, but that's all that's needed. Moving over to XAU USD. To be honest with you, this market's been a bit crazy. With everything that's been going on fundamentally, with Biden, Trump, Kamala Harris, even things that have been going on with the crypto world, this is all having an impact on the gold market. So we're seeing it's so unpredictable and volatile at the moment. It's almost consolidating within a range here on the higher time frames. If we go to the weekly, you can see how price has kind of just sat within this area for 1, 2, 3, 5 weeks. So it's going to be interesting to see how price plays out longer term. My thoughts are that price is going to trade lower to clear some of this inefficient structure before trading us higher. But I think ultimately we just need to wait for the market to actually settle and become a bit more responsive to areas of supply and demand, looking at order flow. Because at the moment, it's very much driven by the fundamental world. So for now, I'm just going to take a breather with this pair. I would like to see price trade us up and into this area of supply before trading us lower. But again, nothing is guaranteed. Price has recently traded us into this area of supply, so potentially that's enough to see price drive us lower. But again, it's quite unpredictable. I'm not too sure. So for that, I'm going to take a step back with this market, take it easy, and just wait and see how price plays out over the course of the next few weeks. Moving over to the US dollar, Swiss franc. We just go here to I think it's the daily time frames or the weekly, the daily time frames. You can see here we have a lovely area of demand. We saw price break structure to the upside. This was the break in structure. Now, every time price breaks structure to the up or downside, we're always going to see price pull back to clear any remaining orders before it continues in its desired direction. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. We saw price pull back, break and retest this area of what was once resistance, now acting as support. Price is traded into this area of demand, and we're seeing lovely rejection to the upside. So we are actually in on a position on this market at the moment. Wait for price to trade in. I then went down to the fractal nature of this market. I think it was as low as the 15 minutes. It was a very fractal entry, maybe the 5 minutes. Yes, it was the 5 minutes. We'll just drag this to the left. This here representing an area of demand, a fractal area of demand. Price traded us in to the 50% mark. I saw rejection to the upside, instantly entered in, put my stop loss just a few pips below this area itself. I saw the liquidity sweep and I thought I'm going for it. So we entered in on the market on some long positions and it's played out very well. I know the guys in the VIP chat have taken partials, some potentially closing just with it being over the weekend. So we did gain about 3%. Well, for every 1% risking, 3% returns. Here it is running 3RR at the moment. My goal is to see this trade in a bullish way longer term. So it'll be interesting to see how price plays out over the course of the coming week. But if you guys aren't involved in long positions at the moment, I'd definitely look for a nice area to get involved in some long positions from. I do feel this is going to give us the bullishness we want to see, especially to come and clear this area here. Hence why I have put my take profit where I have. But again, very quick and brief analysis here for the US dollar Swiss franc. Only reason being is because we are in a position at the moment and I quite simply just want to see price trade in a bullish way. Now, just to finish off on the US dollar Japanese yen, with it being a US dollar based currency, we want to see some strength in this market, just as we do with the US dollar Swiss franc. You can see here, price came to sweep into this fair value gap, got a clear fair value gap here. Price has traded into this perfectly. We're seeing some good rejection to the upside. So again, I am looking for bullishness in this market and I do want to see price trade us higher up and into this area of supply here. All you guys would need to do is go down to the 5-15 minutes, find yourself a nice area of demand, fractal area of demand for price to pull back down and into, to give you guys the ability to get in at a good price. So this is a key area here. We're looking at 149.83. Price to trade down and into this, reject nicely to the upside, potential fractal break of structure to the upside before trading us higher. So it may look something like this. When we say a fractal break of structure, we're going to see structure like this take place. We're going to see price trade in, enough demand to be absorbed, and then price to trade higher. This would be considered a break of structure here because we have a high coming higher than the last one. In bearish structure, we see lower lows and lower highs, not higher highs and higher lows. So when we see this, it tells us that the trend is reversing to the upside. We wait for price to pull back. We get involved here, trade price higher. That's exactly what we're looking for with this market. So I am definitely looking for long positions with the US dollar, Japanese yen this coming week. But that, guys, is my analysis for this week's Sunday sessions video. Quite brief, but it needs to be. I want it to be quick analysis here on the Sunday sessions videos, just to give you my bias, some key areas to get involved in. I think I've given you guys two really good potential trades here for the coming week. We've not gone over XRP. It is a cryptocurrency, so I might do a separate video on that. I might do a crypto video. I am currently in on XRP and it's doing very, very well. We've just seen it trade into a lovely area of demand. So if you guys are interested in some XRP videos, let me know and I'll get them done. But yeah, as I say, this is going to summarize this Sunday sessions video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have done, leave it a thumbs up, share it with your loved ones. And if you have any questions or queries with anything I've gone over today, leave them in the comments below. I just want to wish you all a successful trading week. And I just want to say a massive thank you for watching. And I'll catch you all in the next Sunday sessions video.